traveling to East Malaysia to meet these amazing Sabahan and Sarawakian ladies is definitely going to be a long-lasting memory. From the roots of Mount Kinabalu to the lullabies of Semban Ring ladies, I'm Karishma. Join me in a mystical journey in search of the evergreen and still existing tales of the legends of Borneo. In many different articles, I remember reading that there are 32 different ethnics in Sabah. But according to the locals here, there are a total of 61 different ethnics currently living in Sabah. With different traditions, backgrounds and dialects, every single Sabahan that you bump into will have a unique story to share with you. Welcome to another mystical episode of Legends of Borneo. I'm in Kokol Heaven Resort, Kota Kinabalu. It's an amazing feeling when dream becomes reality. I know there must be many aspiring actors, dancers, singers, even writers out there. Talking about singers, today we are going to meet a Sabahan singer with a young, talented team in our first segment, Ethnic Warrior. Hi Esther, how are you today?
Hi, fine, thanks.
Alright, so she's Esther Donnie Kim Seong and she's an English teacher from Sabah, and there's something little more special about her which we'll come to later. So tell me a little about yourself, Esther.
Well, I'm Kadazan. I'm Kadazan and I was born in KK, raised in Penampang. I attended primary school and also secondary school in Penampang as well. And after that, I continued my studies in UPM Selangor. And then I came back. Went to further studies again and came back as a teacher. And I've been teaching for 8 years now.
Wow, that's amazing already. So I do know that this English teacher from Penampang sings very well.
Okay.
So how did your singing interest begin?
Well, I think it started when I was really young. I think it started when I was 8. And I think I was inspired by my father. My father is actually a local dusun singer back in the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, so he inspired me a lot. And I started singing in church when I was 9, and it continued. I just joined choir, and when I finished my SPM, I started to join a lot of singing competition. Wow. And I won a lot of the competition.
Great.
And when I furthered my studies in UPM, I continued my co-K in performing arts.
Wow.
So I acted and I sang and I play musical instruments and things like that.
So you did slow down, but it wasn't too long ago, right? Because you did release a song last year.
Yeah, last year I released my single and the title of the song is actually Aku Mampu. And that song is written by Hezron Jikoro.
Ah, alright, so tell me about your song Aku Mampu.
Well, Aku Mampu is actually a song about relationships. Yeah, it's about love. It's about having the guts to walk out of a relationship if it doesn't work anymore.
Wow.
Yes, and I think a lot of people could relate to it, so that's why I chose to record the song. And amazingly, after the song has been released, a lot of people started to
contact you?
Yes, PM'd me, a lot of strangers.
Yeah.
And they said that can I have that copy of the song, because I only heard the teaser and it's really lovely. Can you please have the copy of the song? So that was when Borneo Tamuya Production decided that
to reach out to you?
Yes, and release the song.
Wow.
So we sold. At first, I thought it was just for the people who contacted me. So I just produced I just copied 50 CDs, and then the number grew to up to 200 to 300 units. And it's been sold out within 9 days.
So apart from releasing your own song, you do help many others to pursue in their singing passion, isn't it?
Yes, specifically the students, because I'm a teacher and my contacts is actually in school. So I organize a lot of talent competition in school for them to just show off their talent and potential.
Yeah.
Also, when I identify these students, I just take them in and I just polish them in terms of their stage presence, a little bit on their vocals and their showmanship especially.
Wow.
So that they can pursue their passion in the future.
Their singing career basically.
Yes, and actually a few of them, like for example, Los Hermosos Vocalistas, and we have Elvarini, a few other students of mine. When I just polish their stage presence and also their performance and their showmanship, I will register them to join other competition, to give them, the platforms.
Right.
Like to expose them. Yes.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. How I wish I can watch all of you perform together.
Actually, you can, if you have time, I can arrange for them to come here and perform.
Are you sure about this? Really?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, that would be a great pleasure.
Okay, come on, let's go. I'll just make some quick calls.
All right, sure.
All right.
Let's go.
There goes my heart beating. You are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. What are your names?
This is Los Hermosos Vocalistas, and this is Eldon, Eugene, and Kit, and they're my students.
Wow, you're such a proud teacher, innit?
I am, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of Legends of
My
Borneo.
pleasure.
It's a great honor to have you.
Thank you.
And thank you for adding colors to Ethnic Warrior segment. Thank you. Interesting folklore about Mount Kinabalu by a very special lady who was born in a fishing village in Kudat. By her very own story is very inspiring and definitely worth sharing with all of you. In our next segment, You're the Woman. I feel so underdressed sitting next to the elegant Mrs. Jennifer Chalk, and she's also the current Mrs. Classic International Global 2018 title holder. She's more than just a beauty doll, which we will know more about it later. So how are you, Mrs. Jennifer?
I'm fine, thank you.
How are you doing today?
Very happy and very honored to be here, to be interviewed by you.
Thank you, that's our honor. So tell us a little about yourself.
Hi everybody, I'm Jennifer Chow. I'm Mrs. Classic International Global 2018 World Grand Final Champion. I'm 48 years old. I'm a mother of 3 young men. I'm formerly from Kudat. Kudat is the peak of Borneo. It's a very beautiful place and it's a fisherman village.
So currently you're still staying in Kudat?
My father is a headmaster.
Okay.
My mom is a teacher. So they transferred from Kudat to KK when I was 11 years old. That was roughly during the year 1982.
Wow.
Yes. So I've been in KK ever since.
Nice.
Yes.
So Jennifer, you said you're from a fisherman village in Kudat, and at 11 years old you moved to KK town. So how did that transition take place? How did you cope with it?
Kudat is a very famous fisherman village, and the beach is very clean, and the water also very clean. And every weekend my father will bring us to picnic.
Yeah?
And my mom will teach us how to fish.
Wow.
Well, our fishing style is not using the professional type of fishing rod.
The normal fishing?
Not the normal one. My mom self-made the bamboo, with a string.
From scratch?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need to throw far. We just like,
So
can get it already.
And you can get like proper big fish?
Correct, yes. Then when I come to KK, I start to teach piano, and then with my boys, and then my colleagues in my workplace, they are older than me actually, because I'm pretty young when I start teaching. I'm only 18.
You were 18 when you started teaching?
Yes.
So when did you start learning piano?
When I about 10. 10? Yeah, 10.
Okay.
My first piano
So you learned
teacher,
it from Kudat
a nun.
itself?
Yeah, from a nun.
Okay, wow.
In a church. Yeah, then when I come to KK, then I have a proper music education.
teacher,
Right.
So you are fit to be a model, and we know that you have a passion towards photography. So how does it feel like to be behind the camera?
Oh, I love to shoot
Yeah?
rather than become the model.
Is it?
Yes.
So how did that passion start?
I started photo shooting when I'm 18 years old. Yeah, I didn't really go to a proper college or photography school. Yeah, I learned from many sifu. Yeah, one of my sifu is KL most famous wedding photographer, Patrick Low. Yeah, and I learned from many others Sabahan photographer also. So usually when you learn something,
Yeah.
you must digest.
Yes.
After you digest, you must
must-
practice.
Exactly.
Practice till you can. Yes. And I love to shoot portrait. Portrait means I shoot women and men or children. Yes, human.
Human photography.
Yeah. And my specialty is I shoot women 45 years old and above.
And above.
And I make them look superbly gorgeous like celebrity.
Do you have a specific reason why do you do that?
Because usually male photographer,
Yeah.
they like to shoot the young and vibrant.
Yes, that's
Correct? Yeah, like 18 to 20 plus years old girls. Yeah. But for me is I want the 45 years old and above ladies to have the
To feel the
confidence,
same.
yeah, to feel the same that they will have beautiful photos to be
Yes.
taken. Yes.
So Jennifer, when you said you don't like to be a model, how did your interest begin to be in beauty pageant?
That one have a very interesting story behind.
Yeah?
Before I joined the beauty pageant, myself, I always like to look good.
Yeah.
Because I believe that women doesn't matter you're in what age,
True.
doesn't matter how you go out for a small event or anything, or go and beli sayur or anything, you must look presentable.
Yes.
Then there's this lady from KL. Her name is Madam Jun Yap.
Yeah.
She came to KK to look for contestant for the beauty pageant for Misses.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Alright.
usually we hear pageants for Miss, right? But this one is for Misses.
Misses.
And then in our Sabah, we have a very famous woman. Her name is Dato Amina Ambros. She's the president of Sabah Women Entrepreneur Professional Association. So if you get hooked with her,
Yeah.
you will get to know all the ladies in Sabah. So Madam Junyap, through another friend, to get to know Dato Amina.
Okay.
So she asked Dato Amina, do you know any ladies in KK where can join my pageant?
Yeah.
Have potential and
Okay.
have talent.
Yes.
So Dato Amina said, yes. Jennifer Chok.
Of course. So as you touched on dancing routine, so tell us about your dance journey. How did that begin?
As for my dancing, actually, I send my boys for ballroom dancing.
Your boys?
My boys, yes.
Okay.
Because I want them to be total gentlemen.
Right.
People say if a boys dance, they will be more gentlemen.
True.
So I send them for dancing. So when they finish almost about 8 to 9 years, then I start mine.
All right. So
Yeah.
it's not too long ago, you mean?
No, it's about 7 years ago. 7, 8 years
okay.
ago. Yes. And then I decided to do the male step.
Male steps.
Yes,
Wow.
because I want to show all the women in the world, you don't need to wait for men, then you go and learn dancing.
So Jennifer, based on what we spoke, you are a beauty pageant winner, a personal grooming teacher, and there's still a lot of judgments based on looks and fashion sense on women. So what's your take on that? Especially when Sabahan, they prefer to look a lot natural and nothing fancy. So what's your personal take on that?
Okay, this one is a very big topic, but for my opinion, a lady, if you want to look good, doesn't mean you need a dressing or a very heavy makeup, you know. Most important is you must eat healthily,
Yes.
exercise healthily,
Yes.
have a positive mindset
Sure.
where you will shine from within.
Yes,
Yes,
it
you must
starts
look
from
from
the
inside. Yes, correct.
So Jennifer, Borneo consists of so many legendary
Yes.
stories, myth and folklores. So is there a folklore that you would like to share with us today?
Many years ago, in our famous Mount Kinabalu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that time is they believe there's a dragon staying there. So this one fine day, there's one China prince who came to Sabah, Kota Kinabalu. So he came and he killed the dragon in Mount Kinabalu, and he took the dragon ball. You know, every dragon they believe there's a ball, right? Then he married a local Kadazan lady.
Okay.
Yeah. Then due to unforeseen circumstances or don't know what's the problem, so this fine prince need to go back to China.
All right.
So he left this lady here all alone.
All alone.
So she was so sad. So she wandered around the mountain every day till the mountain spirit pity her. So the mountain spirit changed her to become a stone. So that's where our Mount Kinabalu appear.
Wow.
Yeah, her name is Akinabalu.
Akinabalu.
Yes, our mountain is called Mount Kinabalu.
Mount
and the
Kinabalu.
lady's name is Akinabalu.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lovely
The
story.
end.
So Jennifer, based on what we spoke, you're a piano teacher, a personal grooming instructor, a dance teacher, an all-rounder basically. So we really admire the potential you have, and thank you very much for being part of Legends of
My
Borneo.
pleasure.
And thank you very much again. You're the woman who inspires me and many women out there. Thank you.
I'm very honored to be invited for this interview, even though it's just a short time, but I very appreciate from the bottom of my heart. And I hope all the viewers love what I have spoken just now and what I share. Hope you get some tips from me. Most important, my last advice, but not the least, nothing is impossible. Just go out and do it. Live your life to the fullest. Life is short. Bye.
We have seen the cityscapes of Kota Kinabalu, the heavenly majestic Mount Kinabalu, and the hospitality of our friendly Sabahans. Today we are going to visit a water village that is located in Pulau Gaya. The village was found by a Bajau man who was looking for extra land to grow his crops. So let the rural raven spread the wings. Hi Hanafia, how are you?
Baik, sehat, Alhamdulillah.
All right, please tell me about yourself and Kampung Kaswapan.
Dan asal nama Kampung Keswapan itu
My father names it as Kampung Keswapan. The origin name of Kampung Keswapan, as all the village people are treated equally, he obtained to name it as Kampung Keswapan.
Keswapan.
This water village was found by Mr. Abdul Hashim. In 1996, he and his wife decided to grow corns and tapioca by the shores of Pulau Gaya. Due to constant travels to the other side of the island, they decided to build a hut and stay here. Since then, Mr. Abdul have named and registered this place as Kampung Kaswapan.
Sedikit-sedikit sebanyak orang
A little by little, slowly, people started to move in and build their houses. And we gave the approval to build their houses.
rancangan awal ayah saya.
That was my father's preparations to build the houses in this Keswapan village.
Ayah saya
My father approved 30 by 30 feet space for each houses. Each house must have 15 feet space in between.
selang 15 kaki baru boleh buat
That's why we can see the houses in this village are aligned well. That was my father's early planning in building this village.
semua perkampungan di rumah ini.
Lovely to hear, Hanafia. So Sabah has a lot of folklores, right? So is there any folklore for Pulau Gaya that you'd like to share with us today?
Oke, sebelum yang perkampungan
Before this village was built,
ini
there were only thick forests here. There was a hill also. There was these people called pengait, headhunters.
ya
Pengait will always hunt for the villagers' head.
dan kita
Even today, we believe the mystery still remains.
bahwa misteri itu ada
But we never actually seen one yet.
ada
Just a few villagers have actually seen these pengait.
Pengait tersebut. Ya.
Just like other locations and islands, Pulau Gaya has its own mystery. It seems there's an invisible creature called Koko which likes to hunt for children during rain. Hanafia said if you heard anyone calling out your name during rain in this island, do not respond to it.
Sekarang penduduk
Now, the population here is almost more than 300 people. Many of them are married.
yang
Most of them are fishermen and labourers. And their children are studying in SK Pulau Gaya and SMK Pulau Gaya.
Pulau Gaya.
Our schools used to be on seawater, SK and SMK. Until 2000, our primary school was also on the seawater. After that, we managed to get our very own proper school. This to help the kids to study without the problem of rising seawater levels. We have applied for the school and now, finally, we have a school on land.
Sekarang nih.
Alright, thank you so much Hanafia for sharing with us about Kampung Keswapan, and thank you for your time.
Sama-sama. Terima kasih.
We should all learn to appreciate the small moments of happiness as they are so important. In our hectic life, we always tend to chase the bigger dreams, but we fail to recognize the smaller pleasants. Let's appreciate the life and the relations we have and grow from them. Till I meet you again, I'm Karishma and this is Legends of Borneo.